Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Crafting and Crime Daily, the show where I, your host, Rebecca, aka Crafting Journey, bring you recaps of live trials, unless we're waiting for them to pick juries. Yes, we're still waiting for Scott Peterson to pick a jury, and there is another trial that is actually picking a jury today as well and is due to have opening statements tomorrow. And I wanted to preview that trial for you so you have a little flavor of what's coming up. But first, news in the Dylan Rounds case. I don't know if you remember Dylan Rounds. We'll get to that. Hold on. Wanted to show you where I'm at with the diamond painting. As you recall, or maybe you don't recall, I did the top two rows of the diamond painting, then turned it on its side. So this is the side of the painting. Let me turn the light pad off. This is the side of the painting. So it's just kind of the garden part, greenery in the garden. And there's her dress here, some of her dress with the lace. Look how beautiful this lace is. Yeah. How are you? Did you have a good Monday? Monday! It's Tuesday. So today is the launch of Diablo. For those who were cheapos and bought the basic package. If you bought the deluxe package, you started it, 4 or 5 days ago. And you're already done. So I signed on to it this morning and it's like, the servers are full. I'm not sure if I'm going to live stream that. If I do, it would be tonight. I'm not positive. We'll see. I kind of just want to play it, but I am having so much fun with the Zelda game. Definitely going to live stream that on Thursday night. Oh my God, it is the most fun Switch game I have ever played. Now, Diablo, I'm playing that on Xbox. Yes. On top of everything else, I'm a gamer. Okay, let's talk about Dylan Rounds. Dylan Rounds went missing Memorial Day a year ago, 2022, the end of May 2022, after he called his grandmother and he was talking to her and he said, hey, I got to put my grain truck in the garage so, it doesn't get wet and whatever. Never seen again or heard from again. Completely disappears. So fast forward, they arrest a man named James Brenner. He was originally arrested on federal charges of firearms charges, possession of a dangerous weapon, in the hands of a felon, because he's got a prior record. So this Dylan was a young farmer up in Utah, Idaho, like on the border there. He was trying to make a go of it. This guy, James Brenner, was squatting about 5 miles from where Dylan Rounds lived. But they knew each other. He would come over and help out Dylan on his property. But he was squatting on someone else's property. Now, this is what's confusing me. I don't know if it was somebody else's property or if it was Dylan Round's property that he was squatting on, but I've heard it was 5 miles away from the location where Dylan was living. In any case, he kind of became a suspect. Yeah. It's going to come out at trial. Why? Because I believe that Dylan Round's bloody boots were found near where James Brenner was squatting. That could be one good reason. In any case, he was arrested originally for the federal firearm charges, and then later, back in March of this year, he was charged with first-degree murder, aggravated murder of Dylan Rounds, and desecration of a human corpse. Because they've never found Dylan Round's body. Yeah. So he was in court yesterday. This is why we're talking about it. He was in court yesterday because his defense attorney's like, hey, I need help. Help. Can I have a co-counsel? Which is usually a case when they think the prosecution's going to go after the death penalty. Yeah. So just a little bit about James Brenner. He's 59 years old now, and he has a history. He's a convicted felon. He was served time for attempted murder, which is his attorney said it was reduced to a weapons charge. He also beat up a man with a lawn chair. What? Yeah. Anyway, so he was in court asking for co-counsel. Okay, so that's what that then. Now tomorrow, Gary Zarola is going on trial. Who is Gary Zarola? He is a former. We're going with another lawyer. We're going up to Boston. He's a former Suffolk County Assistant District Attorney and was practicing criminal law in Boston. Yeah. Massachusetts. So he is going to be standing trial for the sexual assault of his ex-girlfriend's friend back in November of 2016. He pled guilty initially. Well, he's still pleading guilty, and he posted bail. So he's been out on bail since 2006. So she is alleging that while she was sleeping on the couch, after a night of partying, she was sleeping on the couch, and she woke up and he was sexually taking off her clothes and sexually assaulted her. Then he says that they were hanging out, having drinks. She crawls on his lap, brings his face to hers, kisses her, and things progress from there. Yeah, I don't know about that. And this guy, Gary Zorella, he was once named People Magazines. You know how they come out with the magazine of all these eligible bachelors? He was one of them. Oh my God. No, thank you. So back in 2008, he was acquitted of 2 charges of rape out of Boston and 1 out of Florida. The 1 in Florida was dropped. The 2 in Boston, he was acquitted. Never lost his law license. Never. Meanwhile, out on bail for the 2016 alleged rape, he's alleged in 2021 of raping another woman. It's alleged he broke into her apartment. This was a friend of his that he had just driven home from a private party, comes back, breaks into her apartment, and sexually assaults her. Allegedly. He's also pled not guilty to that. So, tomorrow, that trial will take place. So, I hope you guys will be around to watch it. Yeah, I know, short show today. Just wanted to kind of update you on what's going on. So, tomorrow, one way or the other, we're going to have a trial. Either it's going to be the Gary Zorella trial or the Scott Peterson trial. I'm going to cover both. Yeah, it's all or nothing with me. You get 1 trial, no trials, or 2 trials, or 3 trials. Yep. So it came to my attention through my sister that during my video yesterday, I used a legal term that she never heard of, exculpatory. Let me just explain to you what exculpatory means. For those of you who didn't understand that legalese, exculpatory is information that will lead to your innocence. So during the discovery process of a lawsuit or a criminal proceeding, the prosecution has a duty to turn over all the information, not just the bad stuff, but the stuff that is exculpatory, the evidence that could say, oh, he didn't do it. Yeah, that kind of thing. So that's the meaning of exculpatory. It's just information that would lead you to a not guilty verdict. Yeah, exculpatory. Okay, that is the show for today. I got, like I said, very, very short. So I will see you tomorrow in Crafting Crime Daily. Have a great day, everybody.